Hello and welcome back to Choice Bits of Bliss. This month for Through the Rainbow, we are focusing on the color lavender. I have a sheet of Felicity Jane. This is the only piece of paper I have of this. And when I only have one, I can be very, very conservative. So right up front, I'm going to take out the center of this paper just so that I can have it to use later in the layout. I also have one piece of plain cardstock, and this is cutouts. These are cutouts from an authentic paper. And I was inspired because when I was looking through my winter supplies, I saw this and I immediately thought about my sister, who is also perimenopausal, and she and I both, we make jokes about how we are just burning up from the inside out. So I'm going to send this card to her. I'm going to make a card. So today's project is going to be a twofer, but I'm going to send a project to her. Not a project, a card to her as a joke. It's our inside joke. And I'm going to fussy cut these come on, snowflakes. Yes, they are snowflakes. I'm going to fussy cut those and decorate around the card. I wanted just to mention as an aside, I am not a card maker, but I am trying to go with the inspiration. I'm following the inspiration. And something that I discovered that I'm really enjoying playing with are these A2 flat cards and envelopes from Hobby Lobby. Now I got these 40% off, so I think every other week they have the brand, the Paper Studio, 40% off. It used to be 50%, but we're dealing with inflation now. So now it's 40%, so I got them on sale. And when I use it's a 50 pack. When I use these up, I will buy some more. I promise you I will. I don't know what the difference is for me. It's just a simple way to say, hey, I'm thinking about you. I love you. I can write a little note on it and decorate the front, and I'm done. You know, it's not complicated at all. So this cut apart was what inspired me to use that piece of paper. And then when I was looking through September's, because I am recording this ahead, and I was looking through September's prompts, I thought, dadgummit, this has got lavender on it. I'm going to go with it. So we're going to have a little bit of a winter layout in September, but we're focusing on lavender. I am going to get the boring stuff done. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out the inside of this paper and start layering up my base. I'm going to do that off camera so that you don't have to watch, because you know how to do that. And I'll come right back. I've got my base made. This is where we are so far. I wanted to show you that this blue, or this aqua color, it is the B side to my lavender side. And I'm bringing in colors that are not in this scheme, but it's going to be okay. It's all going to work. I'm going to fussy cut out the interior of this. This is going to be my title. And I'm going to fussy, because this is a ticket, and I'm going to cut that out. Like I said, it's going to be okay. And this is the branding strip to my Felicity Jane paper. This paper came from Jeanielinguine, the Jeanielinguine collection. So we're going to use that down here, and I'll be right back. I decided to use some navy paper to mat my strip and to mat my photo. I'm going to place that here. So let's go ahead and edit here and adhere. Good gravy. So this was a foil. It is a foil cardstock that I bought in a multi-pack because I wanted the navy cardstock. And I have used quite a bit of it. I don't have a lot of this left over. So that was a very good investment. I don't want to be just right in the center. And we've talked about that before. Letting your eyes go a little outside of center just creates more interest design wise. And then we're going to adhere our photo. And I'm going to I cut this out of a cut apart, and we're going to place it here. A little wonky. Tuck that a little bit, right like that. And then my title, Love, I used strips from my cut apart after trimming it down, and then I cut down the word love, made it linear, and then I'm going to sit it up here. And once adhesive touches a photo, you know how it is. That's pretty much where it's going to be. All right, that's what I'm wanting. I have 2 strips here. So I have used part of what's left of the interior of that sheet, and I have this. So I think I'm going to layer it this way. I'm going to make 2 banners. And I want this to kind of ride on top of it a little bit and be a little shorter. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this one down just a smidgen. I just want to be a little shorter. And then I'm going to create my banners. Now I fold mine and snip because it does not bother me. I think the crease is, in my world, it does not bother me to have a crease there because it's going to go away and you can't see it. Going to adhere this quickly. I am almost out of this roll of adhesive, so it's becoming a little more difficult to lay down, but that's okay. Okay, now that we have that, I'm going to create a small cluster here in the corner. I have, out of 2 more cut aparts, I have cut this tree, this sled, and then I have a piece of chipboard that I'm just going to layer on top of that because I'm just trying to get a base. So we're going to adhere all of this down. And I'm making racket over here. My husband and I are going to go, when I get finished with this, take the dogs to the bark park. We really are loving the bark park. The dogs love it. We love it. It's a good walk for us. And the dogs get tired. And they get to run free. It's just a great place to be. Okay. That is my layout. I am going to move this to the side. And I'm going to start working on the card. I'm going to pause for 1 second. Okay, it's time to get, I've done my fussy cutting. It's time to get this card put together. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. I like using this plaid piece on here. And since I have a little bit of this left, I may bring it in and just mat this. What do you think about that? Isn't that cute? I think I may do that. So let's do that quickly. And I'm going to trim this down because I have, I think, 4 1/4 inches to play with here. And we're at Yeah, we're almost there. So I'm going to trim this to 4 1/4. If I can find my trimmer. Let's see, let's do this at 3 1/4. And then this at 4 1/4. And I think that's going to be enough matte. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. That is so cute. Super cute. And there, hey, it happened. I think we just ran, yep, we just ran out of adhesive. So cute. And we are going to trim these down. Let's do this professionally. Let's go down to 2 3/4. And I think, was it this one? I think it's this one I was going to use. I also want this scallop here trimmed off because I do not want that on this particular project. We're just framing out that title. That is so cute. And then I'm going to adhere this to my base. We're going to adhere the snowflakes, and then I'm going to write my sister a funny little note. Just let her know I'm thinking about her and her hot self. And we will be done with this card. I won't make y'all sit through the part where I write funny stuff because I'll have to think about that. And nobody wants to be sitting around waiting on me to think. I'm going to get some of these scraps off of here. And we're going to pull out some wet adhesive. And there's no rhyme or reason to this. I'm just going to plop them down. Okay, this one is just super simple, very easy, made with scraps, and we are done. Thank you for joining me this month for Through the Rainbow. Go down and look below. Someone is going to be sharing a layout all throughout the month, and you will be inspired to use your lavender papers or products, something. You're going to be inspired. Come back. We're going to chat again soon. Bye-bye.